I wanted to do a short video about the word entrepreneur because it's very misunderstood. Most people think that an entrepreneur means someone who's going on this, big challenge, or there's someone who leads an organization. But we can learn a lot about what it is to be an entrepreneur by the actual definition of the word. So, like a lot of words in the English language, it's actually different roots that are combined to create this common word. And the word entrepreneur has three roots: entre, meaning between; pren, meaning to hold; and meaning someone who, kind of like a user is someone who uses. Okay, so the word entrepreneur literally means someone who holds between. And that's exactly how it feels. So you can learn a lot about really the circumstance that you're in as an entrepreneur, because you are in the middle of all of these different disparate things, keeping all these things flowing at some type of pace. Some of them you're involved in 100%. It's entirely your job. Some of them it's someone else's job, and you just have to keep tabs on it and make sure it goes smoothly. Other things, you have outside vendors, supposedly they're handling that, this, that, or the other thing. Customers, vendors, employees, it goes on and on and on, different systems, all types of things that you find yourself in the middle of. Now, when we think about the word entrepreneur, we think about really that experience. We have to acknowledge that that's really not the best arrangement. So, being an entrepreneur, as we say to our clients, really should be a phase. You should be getting through that entrepreneur phase where you're in the middle of everything. There's all this risk on your head because it's all on you. And perhaps you're doing a lot of things that you're not particularly suited for or skilled at, just because it's the nature of the job, and it's just because of the situation the business is in right now. It's a huge consolation to many business owners to know that you really shouldn't stay there. You shouldn't be an entrepreneur in one business for a long, long, long time, because there's so much stress and so much challenge. That's why growth is important for a business. You have to get to a business to a size where there is at least one person who is not specifically sort of chained to all these tasks. And if that one person can get enough altitude in the business, they have the ability to understand the things that are happening all over and support the most emergent issues and challenges with some latitude of choice and freedom. We think that, being a business owner often is, drinking Mai Tais at the beach, but the much more beneficial use of the successful business owner is to have the latitude to refine the entire organization at their whim. It's not necessarily to depart 100% and ignore the business completely. It's to have the freedom to pick and choose what they improve and build and get insight on so that they can make it better. That is really where we talk about a high level of system efficiency, when the owner themselves can gain that altitude and they can see the entire business as a whole and improve each particular aspect that needs it most when it needs it most. The real threat to the business ultimately is the entrepreneur being stuck between all these things, holding between all these things, and they lose sight of their customer experience. That's almost always the sign that a business is about to go down the drain. So I hope this is helpful. Entrepreneur is a little bit of a misunderstood term, and I hope you can see that it means to be in the middle of all these things, and that this really should be a phase. You should get past that phase. You should fight for that to be a temporary experience, so you can get to the spot where you can refine that business as a whole from any angle you might be able to see it, because you have the latitude to do it.